So we're going from S to F. We've got S tier will be my absolute faves. A, very good. B means they're like, they're not bad. Like, I like them. I think they're good. They just might not be as, you know, fave as A or S. C is kind of like, it's there. I don't hate it, but I don't really think about it. Like, at all. D is like, I'm not a midget school now. No, thank you. And F is, get the fuck out. I hate it. I hate it here. What a great... This is the best title track any of them had. Like, start screen music. Easy. Easy. It's like one of the best tracks on the soundtrack, in my opinion. Anyway, we're not here to talk about... We're not doing a music tier list. We're doing an area tier list. Hey, hey. Yeah, thank you. And you. To you. Welcome in. Okay. I think I put these in generally they're fucking... What am I trying to say? Order? Yes, I did. I think it was fucking hilarious. I'm working on it. I'm trying to become that strong. The curse has just got to get a little stronger. Gotta go to bed. Gotta work on my sing. Have a good night, Bob. Okay, starting with untended graves. Okay, per usual, I put them here, and then I chatter, and then I move them to wherever they're gonna go. Can't handle another Elden Beast incident. Oh god. I still have not finished that game, and I've managed to stay relatively, not completely, but relatively spoiler-free. But I think I know what the bosses are, unfortunately. I still need to beat that game. I tried to go back to it. Flashbacks and nightmares. I tried to go back to it not too long ago, and I think I've told this story before on stream. I just kind of stared at it and was like... I tried walking into the zone I was in. I was like, I can't do this. I don't remember what I was doing. I can't do this. I just can't. I just got to... It's like the last... I think it's the last big chunk. Oh, what's the zone called? Hang on. What is the zone called? Let me look at a list. I crossed the Forbidden Land, and I went up in the big elevator, big lift. So I've still got like a big honkin' part of the continent to cover, but it's like I don't have that many zones left that are the story zones. Fucking, where are you? Because I still have to do... I'm headed for the Giants area, I think. Yeah, I know, right? Exactly. I think I remember that being a thing, that I needed to go to the place where the Giants are. And I know, unfortunately, I do know what zone is past them, I think. I'm pretty sure. Because I got big spoiled on it, but yeah, I have no fucking idea what I'm doing. And then I like tried to get into like literally the swing of it. I started swinging my sword and I was like, I can't do this. I'm uninstalling it. I'll come back later. I need the gigabytes. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in with a new character, and once I'm comfortable again, I'll go back to my old character and finish where I was. Yeah, I still have a big chunk. And I haven't gotten to like millennia or any of that, so can't wait. I was like, nope, I'm not in the mode right now. I can't do it. I'd really like to get the mod to like play with a friend, because I think that might make me sit down and play it again. Because I have mixed feelings about Elden Ring. You have faith in me, thank you! Elden Ring's great. I hope they never make another one. I don't know if that sums it up. Or I don't want another Elden Ring, like, ever. Give me something else. Let's see here. Untended Graves. Let us go with the Dark Souls 3. It is very metal that you come out of your own grave. And that's about the only thing this thing has going for it. So, it's here. There's nothing going on in the zone. You wake up here. You wake up here. I don't know if we're gonna need the I don't think we're gonna need the just bosses tier. Oh my god. That's funny. Okay, good old Firelink. Good old Firelink. There's something about it that I can't quite put my finger on. I like it much, but it's mostly that I like the people that show up in it. Sorry, I'm eating a piece of popcorn. And I like that it is Firelink, for sure Firelink. But I don't have the same attachment to it as I do the Firelink from 1. So it's kind of like, I think I might actually keep it on B and then move it to A, depending on what else ends up in this tier. Favorite waifu? I don't know. Maybe Lucatiel. I don't really, I don't see her as a waifu. She's like probably my favorite lady character. As far as like, cause most people don't put her in the classification of waifu. I'm like, waifu. Does Blythe count? Does someone like Blythe count? Can my waifu not be a waifu? Or, fucking, absolutely he does. Okay, then that's my answer, Blythe. I feel like out of all the, you know, the various, those kinds of characters, I'm like Blythe's one of the ones that kind of counts as either waifu or husbando, whichever you like. Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. And I like Ronnie. I like that crew. I was very proud of myself for stumbling into, like, the path I would have wanted to take if I had known ahead of time, so. Okay, so let's see. Firelink, yeah. I'm gonna stick you on B. I like you, and I like the people in you. Grey Rat's great. Carla's great. I like all the people I bring in. But, I don't know if I like it enough to put it in A. Oh, okay. Cemetery of Ash. I mean, it's basically just the zone leading up into the things. Let me make sure Untended Graves isn't like a different thing that I'm like forgetting, but I'm pretty sure it's just your starting zone. Am I wrong? I'm pretty sure it's just where you pop out. Oh no, it's that weird zone. Oh, but I like that zone. Okay, hang on. Beep. You need to go, like... Where's El Cerros? I remember, because you are the same area, but you're not the same area. Okay, I remember now. You don't know any of these names. Did you ever play Dark Souls 3? Cemetery of Ash. I know them as that place with that guy. I mean, that's fair. Honestly. That, you know, it's like the beginning of the place with the thing and the stuff and the guy with the hair. Cemetery of Ash, it's there. It's there. It's a thing. It's whatever. So, that comment I made about Untended Graves goes for Cemetery of Ash. Ba-bum. It's very metal that you pull yourself out of your own grave, but... Oh! Whoa! No! Cat! No! Sorry. I didn't realize the other cat had woken up and snuck over and was trying to steal popcorn! They are allowed to have popcorn, but I have to give it to them so that they don't get a piece with a kernel in it. Here you go. Here you go, girl. You can have that piece. There's too much lore and names for my brain. Well, this is what I do. This is what my brain absorbs, is fucking this lore. Although I mix it up sometimes. Let's see here. High Wall of Lothric. Get the fuck out. No, it's not that bad. But I don't... don't care. I really just don't care about the zone. I think my feelings about Dark Souls 3 are gonna come through in some of this, because it's not my favorite. Yeah, High Wall of Lothric, I can't even say it's here. Like, it's there. It's not interesting. It's just not that interesting. Ended Settlement. It's a similar feeling. I'm like, get the fuck out. I don't even like you. It's fine. It's fine. It's arguably maybe more interesting than the High Wall. The High Wall has dead wyverns, but the Undead Settlement has lots of paths? I don't know. Road of Sacrifices. Oh, really? I wouldn't know. I don't know anything about comics, unfortunately. Fortunately or unfortunately, however you prefer to look at it. It wouldn't surprise me. I'm sure somebody wanted to put that kind of shout out in. Road of Sacrifices. Where do I put you? Because you do meet Henri and Horace, which is cool. But overall, it's just not a fucking interesting. And does the Road of Sacrifices... Wait, where's the fucking... I feel like this is missing a few zones listed, but maybe not. If Road of Sacrifices includes the fucking swamp, like, I have strong feelings about early game Dark Souls 3. I think the areas are really shit. There you go. I mean, yeah. I don't know that much about what Malekith. I know them because, you know, you couldn't get away from the fan art, but I don't know their entire deal. I just know, yeah, the basics, like you said, like what you just said. Then you'll understand more when you play. Yeah, I'll figure it out when I finally get to see them. There's also like one or two like spots where I need to go back and fight the boss. Whoops. Fucking, where did I put it? Road of Sacrifices. It's if it includes all the swampy bits, like, fuck it. I hate it. Cathedral of the Deep. At least it's a cathedral and it has that going for it. Otherwise, it kind of just is there. It's more interesting than these guys, at least. I'd rather have to go through the cathedral. Oh, sorry. Cat's at the door, who I think wants out. Oh, thank you for the follow, Bacon. But she might need to wait. You help the Cassandor. I'll you fair and keep. Okay. Fair and keep. Good vibes, downtown. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Fair and keep. What do I do with you? Because you are also surrounded by grossness. But the keep itself, like... what do I do? Because the Abyss Watchers are in there. I love the Abyss Watchers. What do I do? What do I do? Oh, let's see. Oh, no. Is the keep just considered the zone? Or is it part of the swamp? Like... oh, it's part of the swamp. They're including the swamp. Okay. If we're including the swamp, then it needs to get the fuck out. It needs to just... hate it. I want to put all these and get the fuck out, but... Okay, you guys, you at least have the Abyss Watcher, so you can stay in D. Road of Sacrifices... Visually, it's interesting enough to stay in D. Undead Settlement, get the fuck out. High-level Lothric. Get the fuck out. Boring. Catacombs of Karthus. Okay, Catacombs. Hey, Catacombs? No. No, be in the talkie spot. Blug, I say. Blug to the Catacombs. I can handle them better than Demon Ruins, arguably. Which aren't on here, by the way. Yeah, this is definitely missing a few areas. Okay. How do I tackle this then? Because I guess Smoldering Lake is here, and they were thinking this was part of the Demon Ruins. Smoldering Lake here, and then Catacombs here? I love the Sketons. I do. I love the giant skeleton balls. I think they're great. There's just not that much going on. Irithyll of the Boreal Valley. Okay, here we go. Unfortunately, a lot of my feeling about these zones can be just summed up as everything up until Irithyll is kind of ugh. And then Irithyll is in a difficulty way. Like in a, like, oh god, I'm getting ganged up on kind of way. It's kind of tricky to get around. Like, all the enemies are like glass cannons, but man, they hit hard. So, okay. Irithyll, the Boreal Valley, I will put in A. Absolutely. I will put in A. It's very, very pretty. Aesthetically, I would say it's S. But I don't know that I can... I don't think I can... I don't think I can put it up there just because... It's such a fuck. Ooh, it's hard though. Irithyll Dungeon. Okay. Irithyll Dungeon is a fuck, but it's an interesting fuck. I am willing to put it in B. I might even move Cathedral up to B to be nice to it. Gosh. Yeah. Yeah, the dungeon is interesting to get through. I hate the jailers. They're awful, but it's actually kind of interesting to get through. So... Let's... Girly. Sorry, cat. Girly, why do you want to go out there? Do you need to go bathroom? Okay, give me 2 seconds. I don't want her to, like... She's an old lady. She might pee on the road. Let me let her out. I'm here. Oh gosh, okay. Hello, buddy. Alright, now there's only... And then there was one cat. Okay, Irithyll. Should I do this? cathedral's such a fuck, but it's okay. It's fine. Because, I don't know, I find the dungeon interesting enough to give it B, at least. Hello, Anne Orlando. You don't actually get to go any higher than B because you're just the same thing. I guess I could give you A, but, like, it's actually a very small chunk of you. I mean, Irithyll is technically Anne Orlando, but... that's kind of like, it's kind of an awkward thing. Okay, I won't hold it. I won't hold it against you, Irithyll, that you're resting on your laurels here. It is very pretty, and there's lots of neat moments where you're like, oh my gosh, it's that place! And then there's the moment where you find your buddy giant fucking dead, and it's not cool. And it made everybody very sad. I mean, yes, okay, so like centuries, millennia, perhaps have probably passed. Different timelines. Don't worry about it too much. Sorry, there was a weird noise. Maybe it's just my water thing doing anything.
I live out in the middle of nowhere, so sometimes there's spooky noises.
Hey, Dandelion, have a good night.
Rest up good. I'll see you soon.
Profaned capital. I wish this zone was bigger. I do. I like the profaned capital. I wish I got to see more of it. I think we were shafted. Why the fuck did I have to spend 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, kinda 6 shit areas in order to get to places like the profaned capital that are actually, like, the lore is so interesting. It was a place where they crowned a giant, their king, but they discriminated against him. Like, they thought they were scared of him, they thought he was weird, they didn't like him, they were fucking racist, but he was their leader because they were like, wow, you big strong, so you protect us, yeah. Like, his story is so, of course, in true Dark Souls fashion, it's like, he did it. He protected the people, he was a good leader, and then he became a Cinder Lord. Like, he burned himself to keep the flame going. But he got no thanks for any of it, you know? Yeah. So I want to put profaned up more, but like there's almost nothing there. The area is so small, and what's there is cool, but there could be more. We'll see what else we put in B. Maybe I'd be willing to put it at the bottom of A. Archdragon Peak. Another one of those places I have strong feelings about. Very large area, lots to do, kind of a fuck. Lore implications amazing. Do I like the zone though? Do I really actually enjoy going through the zone? It's fine. It's fine. Above or below the cathedral? Let's put it above for lore's sake. Let's put it above for lore's sake. Like, that's the reason why Profaned Capital is staying so high, just because of lore. I should probably put it down more, though. Here? Keep Firelink at the top of B? That might work. Because Archdragon Peak is like, oh, we hear about Firstborn of Gwyn deleted from history. What'd he do that's so bad? Oh, he made friends with the enemy. Got it. Got it. Grand Archives. Okay. This zone is kind of neat in aesthetics, but I hate going through it, honestly. I'm not a fan. But kind of like Irithyll Dungeon, like, but it's interesting enough. I could give it a B. Could give it a B. It's just kind of there. With some, it has some interesting enemies because it's the place where you have to dip your head in wax to blend in. You can dip your head in wax to as part of the space because there's a bunch of scholars in there that have their heads dipped in wax, and that's what you're supposed to do. And the substance is wax. It looks very sus though. Consumed King's Garden. The name is so cool, but like I struggle to remember the area, and then I think about it, I'm like, okay, yeah, I kind of remember a little bit. It's there. It's there. Arthuros is a cool boss. Kind of feels a little awkward and out of place, but he's there. He's not actually out of place. It's just the placement of where he is in. It's like they were kind of like, where do we put this guy? He's important to the story, but like, where do we put him? I mean, yeah, he's gonna be close to the castle, but like, what do we? Let's just shove him over there. You know, I don't know. It feels weird. I might be reading into it too much. Untended graves. Okay, so this is what I thought was the Cemetery of Ash. Untended Graves is the Cemetery of Ash in a different time. And it's much cooler and more interesting and implications, and I'll put it... here, maybe. It's not as big though, so maybe I should put it under the cathedral. Lothric Castle. Good old, when you finally get to the castle, yet again, it's kind of this thing of, oh, okay, now I get to go to this part, because High Wall of Lothric is also technically part of the castle, right? But it's kind of a, it's kind of a fuck. I can delete this tier. Bro. Yeah. Gosh, Lothric Castle. What do I do with you? Very, like, cool bosses at the end. Kind of cool boss in the middle, too. Midway point boss is not bad. And you could argue that the dancer is part of this because you get pulled in back to the Lothric zone. So maybe... should it be top of B or should it be below Firelink? I feel like Firelink kind of has to be Firelink, right? Firelink got a Firelink. Very important. Okay, now. You go down there for now. We've got three labeled zones for the DLC, plus the final area of the game. Final area of the game is the only reason why I might have kept the E tier. Like, it's there. It is kind of interesting. It's kind of neato, but basically it's just for the boss fight. So, maybe put it up here because I like the final boss. Not everybody does. I like it. The zone though, it's kind of it's there kind of feeling. I won't lie. Yeah, maybe I should put it top of C. That might make more sense. Even though I lived a boss, the zone itself is like, it's there. It's doing its thing. Okay, so, Painted World of Ariandel. The Painted World is split into a couple of different areas, but I actually kind of appreciate that they've just umbrellaed it under Painted World. I mean, I like it. I think it's A. The bosses maybe might push it over to S. Yeah, this is tough. Notice that this is the only one out of the three that I haven't immediately jumped something to S. I don't have any S's for it. Painted World is very strong, though. I kind of feel like at least putting it at the top of A. Has really, really strong bosses. Drag Heap. Well, we'll come back to Painted World. We'll think about. We'll take a moment to think about all this. The Drag Heap, which is the first chunk of the Ring City DLC. It's hard because at the very beginning, it's, well, okay. They've got Ring City kind of umbrellaed. Let's just talk about Drag Heap. The Drag Heap, it's there. I don't know. It's not that interesting to me. Like, I think it's cool that there's more of the hinting about how all of the timelines in the worlds are merging on each other, because in the Drag Heap you enter a zone called Earthen Peak, and you're like, wait, Earthen, like Dark Souls 2 Earthen Peak? Yes, that is what they mean. It is that piece of that world that has like merged with the area of the Drag Heap. Anyway. Drag Heap. I hate the pilgrims. The weird pilgrim butterfly things. I might put it under catacombs just because they're such a fuck. They're such a fuck. The Ring City overall. This is hard. There's some good boss stuff happening. There's some interesting story stuff happening. There's also some bullshit happening where they're like, oh yeah, and then Gwen had yet another kid, and yeah. And it's like, I don't hate the idea of this character, but it still feels a little phoned in. Like, do we really have to go down the route of, and Gwen had yet another kid? Because you already did that in the main game with Yorshka, and I accept Yorshka. She's a cute little waifu. She's Gwendolyn's half-sister, and I love Gwendolyn, so... Ring City. You are at least... parts of you are visually interesting. At least parts of you. Other parts, maybe not as much. Can I put anything in S tier? Can I move anything up to S tier? Because I like Painted World a lot. But it is such a fuck. The whole thing is such a fuck. I guess I could, just for the sake of having an S tier at all for Dark Souls 3. Awkward. It's so weird because, like, the things I like about Dark Souls 3, I like a lot. Like, a lot. I love them. Like, I was talking about the giant lord earlier, Yorm, right? I fucking love it. You know, I love the concept of the painted worlds. The idea that there's more than one, that, like, eventually you burn away one painted world and you move into another painting. Like, I love that whole idea. Firelink. I'll do it. I've got a lot of bees. And then... Ring City, where you go? Do you go there? Or do you go here? I think you might go there. Yeah. I think that's it, honestly. I think this is my set, and I am half moving painted world up here just so I have an S tier, because I do adore the bosses, and that'll be my push. Everyone talks about the main boss, which has 3 phases and is such rough, like almost rite of passage to get through. I actually really like the secondary boss. Other people kind of shrug about it, but I think it's a really fun fight. It's very exciting and cinematic, and I don't know, I like it a lot.